What time is it? Oh, yeah. It's time for Cliff Notes. Let's get started. We got a big show today. All kinds of things are going on. Man, I've got some NBA. I'm going to close out the college basketball championship, talk a little tennis, and a little Formula One. Yes, indeed. Let's roll. All right, folks, let's close out the NCAA tournament. The games were good. Final Four, we had 4 number ones. We had Duke Blue Devils. We also had the Houston Cougars. We had the Auburn Tigers and the Florida Gators. Congratulations to all 4 of those teams for making it to the Final Four. A final congratulations to the Florida Gators as they won a championship. But let me stop for a second here. And let's talk about these coaches. I'm going to list my top 3 coaches in the Final Four that absolutely choke like dogs. Yes. In no particular order. Well, you know what? I'm just going to make an order. These guys choke like dogs. Number 1, Duke, John Scheyer. Come on. You guys got a double-digit lead. Duke is rolling along, beating Houston, and all of a sudden, you forget how to play basketball. Yeah. Everybody's mad about Cooper Flag and that over-the-back penalty. It didn't matter because they still couldn't score. They could not score. They just forgot how to play basketball. John Scheyer, he looked his age, and he lost that basketball game for Duke. So there's only one place or one area to lay the blame for that Duke loss, and that's at John Scheyer's feet. You got to win that ball game. You're winning, in control of the game, double digits. All of a sudden, Houston just walks you down like dogs. Number 2, Bruce Pearl. Bruce Pearl, come on, man. When are you ever going to win something? All right. Been to the Final Four twice. But, man, come on, dude. Your team was there, ready to win the ball game. But yet, once again, you forgot to coach your basketball team. That last 2 minutes was horrible. Absolutely horrible. It was people from Auburn vomiting in the stands because they couldn't watch it. You had no offense. It was dribble, 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 turnover. The next possession, dribble, 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 turnover. What in the hell are we watching out there, Auburn? Bruce Pearl, you number 2. Yeah. Number 3, Kelvin Sampson. That championship game, that last 60 seconds, man, I don't know what offense y'all was in. Motion, pick and roll, triangle. It was all a mesh of everything. Dribble, 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 turnover. I feel bad for the kids because they played well enough to win. Now, I'm not going to let Florida off the hook either. Florida played well enough to lose. Yes, they did. 2 technical fouls. It was amazing. But let me go back to Houston. Houston, you in a double bonus with like 14 minutes left to go in the second half. The double bonus, man, all you got to do is go to the basket, draw fouls, and shoot free throws the rest of the night. Kelvin Sampson, I don't know what we watched that last 2 minutes. I mean, great coach. I respect the guy as a coach, but man, oh man, he just went to sleep at the wheel, man. I don't know what we were watching. And once again, I go back to Florida. Florida did their best to give the game away. Try to give it away. The first half, I thought Kelvin Sampson did a great job on limiting probably the best player of the tournament, Walter Clayton Jr. He was held down, but the second half, they just forgot, we need to continue that defense. And those guys just was, oh my gosh. But congratulations to Florida. Switching gears, congratulations to the UConn Huskies. What the hell happened to South Carolina? Don Staley squad looked like they were just out of sorts. So I do have this bit of breaking news right here, just into my desk. It reads, Gino Auriemma has been charged with kidnapping. They found the real South Carolina ladies basketball team locked up in the hotel, and those imposters played in the championship. Gino Auriemma arrested for kidnapping the South Carolina basketball team. Man, oh man. That's it for college basketball. We'll talk about that in November as we have our way too early polling in a few months. Let's move on right now. Let's talk NBA, and let's talk the MVP of the defensive side of the basketball. All right, folks, so we know that Victor Wembanyama, he was probably having one of the greatest seasons defensively that a player could have. But Victor Wembanyama went down, and I believe that the new total is 65 games is the minimum that you have to complete in order to qualify for a postseason award. So Victor's done for the season early, so he's not going to get that award. So now let's go to who I think is going to win it. You can put in your comments right here below what you think, and let me know. Here's my top 3 finishers for the award. At number 3, I have Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert has been just solid. Nothing spectacular, but just solid. One of the leading shot blockers in the league. Plays good, solid defense. Rudy has done a admirable job this year playing defense, so he's my number 3. My number 2 player, it pains me to say this, but I think it's Evan Mobley of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Evan Mobley, he's played good enough to be the number 1 player, but I don't think he's going to win it because the person that I have at number 1 name is a little bit bigger than Evan Mobley, and he will probably win this award because of his star power. But Evan Mobley has really played well, blocks. He's really, really defended well, but unfortunately, you're going to wind up with the number 1 player who I have on my list winning the defensive MVP award this season is going to be Draymond Green. Draymond Green, he has done quite well this year. He has refrained from stepping on people and slapping people and kicking people. He's done quite well for himself, and he's played some really, really good defense for Golden State. Golden State's about to gear up, and they're going to make a serious charge. That leads me into my next list, the top 5 NBA teams right now. At number 5, I have, going into the playoffs, I have the Cleveland Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell have those guys ready. Struggle a little bit down the stretch, but I think they're ready. Coming in at number 4, SGA's Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, Oklahoma City Thunder have had a great season, but man, that game against the Lakers a couple nights ago at home, the Lakers sent a message over a 20-plus point win. They sent a message saying, hey, guys, it's, as they would say in the South, fixing to be some problems, some furniture moving up in here. So I've got Oklahoma City coming in at 4. All right? And I know when they played the Lakers was like, I'm the biggest, the largest. And they really whooped them up very good. Everybody was talking before the game. Lou Dort is going to shut down the Lakers. He's got a great I'm sorry. Dort played Luka like he normally does from behind him. Luka was torching open at every turn. So, OKC, you got some problems. Number 3 team is the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics, I believe right now, are playing well enough to get out of the East, but The two teams I have in front of Boston right now are teams that I think that have a really legitimate chance at winning the championship this year. Now, I can hear the Boston fans right now. I'm going to reply back to Scott from Boston because he's just lost his mind real quick here. Dear Scott, don't worry about this, bro. Listen to the expert. Okay, Boston, Tatum, Brown, decent ball playing on Brown's part, but I think Jaylen Brown's hurt. I do. Watch him when he runs. I know his minutes has been limited, but if you watch Jaylen Brown, I don't think Jaylen Brown is 100% healthy, and that's going to hurt Boston. Boston's going to need the full gamut if they're going to try to run. Porzingis is playing well, but I think you force Porzingis to play some defense, and then you'll have some problems. My number 2 team, Golden State Warriors. Yes, Jimmy Butler was able to get himself out of Miami and into Golden State, and Jimmy Butler will now, I believe, help lead the Golden State Warriors into a deep playoff run. Deep run. But the number 1 team I think will win the NBA championship this year is the Los Angeles Lakers. Yes, I said it. Undersized in the bigs at the 5 position, but I think they have just enough 4 and 5 help at that power forward center help. They got just enough, I believe, to take home a championship. I think that Larry O'Brien trophy is going out to Los Angeles because the way it's playing out, I think the Lakers are going to wind up with the 3 seed. They're going to not have to play Oklahoma City until the finals, the conference finals. And that's if OKC, I think they're going to wind up playing Golden State. And I think Golden State might get them. So I've got 2 teams a little bit better than Oklahoma City in the playoffs, and that is the Golden State Warriors. And my number 1 team right now is the Los Angeles Lakers. Put in the comments if you agree or disagree. I have the following. My top 5 right now at number 5, Cleveland. Number 4, Oklahoma City Thunder. At number 3, the Boston Celtics. Number 2, Golden State Warriors. And the number 1 team will be the Los Angeles Lakers. This is what I have going into the playoffs next week. We'll stay on top of this. I'm almost certain I'm right because I am almost certainly right all the time. Ha! Switching gears, let's talk F1, Formula One wrap up. The Japanese Grand Prix is over last Sunday. It was won by crazy man Max Verstappen. Man, that dude just drive like a fool. Lando Norris was trying to exit the pit as he's exiting the pit late in the race, and he just almost drives the guy into the wall. I mean, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Drive him off the course. He doesn't care because Max just want to win. He just want to win. But one thing I'm concerned about, Japan, if and when, which I'm sure the circuit will be over there next year this time, man, every session from Q1 to Q3, the grass caught on fire, man. And I was like, why these red flags keep coming up, stopping the race? And apparently when the cars would bottom out onto the track, they had some new surfaces out there on the track, and the spark would fly, and the grass was dry, and the grass would catch on fire. Hello, Japanese officials at the track. Please put water down on the grass on the infield part of the track, and it won't catch on fire. But it did it through Q1, fire stoppage, Q2, fire stoppage, and Q3, qualifying. Fortunately for us, it rained on Saturday night over there, and the rain soaked the part of the grass of the track, and we didn't have a stoppage on the actual Grand Prix. All right, folks, let's talk French Open. It's coming up next. We've got a crazy lineup, and I've got the winners. I've got my top 3 finishers at the French Open. On the ladies' side, You know I love ladies tennis. I don't like men's tennis because it's too long. So I like watching ladies tennis. It makes for a better game to me. Finish it up at number 3 in the French Open. I have Naomi Osaka. Yes, Naomi. Now, she has not played well as of late since her return from having her baby. But I think this is the time that Naomi Osaka will reach high, aim high, and become almost a champion. I don't think she's going to win, but I think she's going to make a deep run into the French. Naomi Osaka, I have at number 3. I have Crazy Sabalenka finishing second in the actual championship round. Sabalenka will lose to my number 1 player, which is Coco Gauff. I believe Coco Gauff will claim her second major at the French this year. Here in a couple of weeks, Coco Gauff, write it down, will be the French Open champion. All right, folks, let's talk about something that I find absolutely disturbing, and that is this episode of Good and Terrible.
That boy is good. Mm-hmm. Good and terrible.
In this episode of Good and Terrible, boxing has just went too far. Back in my day, when I was a young man, I used to watch people like Muhammad Ali and George Foreman and Roy Jones Jr. At the pre-fight press conference. They would stand up and, they hold their fist up and, say, mama, say, knock you out. And, they're just talking and everything. And then they bristle up, they face to face with each other, and then they'll go sit down, and then they'll fight the next day. But I hope I don't mess this guy's name up. Derek Chisora, I think that's how he says his name, and Carl Baker were about to fight. And these dudes, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I was just amazed at how this thing went left. They were face to face at the press conference, getting mad at each other, and all of a sudden, these dudes kiss. I'm like, come on, man. What is going on? They are good and terrible. All right, folks, that's my show for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. We finished with a strong show today. We had my choking coaches, as Reggie Miller would say, choking coaches, my top 3 choking coaches, Bruce Pearl, John Scheyer, Kelvin Sampson, all of them choked. Gave Florida a championship. Defensive MVP, I got Draymond Green finishing as the defensive MVP. My top 5 NBA teams, I've got the Lakers coming in at number 1, Golden State 2, Boston 3, Oklahoma City number 4, and the Cleveland Cavaliers at 5. Until next time, folks, if you need an expert, call your boy, Cliff Notes. Like and subscribe. Put your comments in there. See y'all soon on the other side. We out.